Hello everybody, welcome to my new video. As a lot of you know, I got a new job in Toronto as a system administrator. This is my second year in IT and my fourth job, and this is the best job so far. This is actually one of the jobs that I wanted from the beginning, one of my dream jobs that I had to work up to getting, to be qualified to get. And the pay is more than 60K a year. I'm very happy about this job, and this I'm really excited about it. However, as you can see from the background, there's been some big changes and sacrifices. So I haven't been to Toronto in 16 years, and my aunt lives here. So I moved away when I was 10 years old, came back. My aunt lives here. She has a house, kind of like renting. Pretty rough financial situation. As a lot of you know, Toronto is very expensive. So I very appreciate her letting me stay here. And even though it's a little bit rough, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna do my best to work with what I have. So just you see, like, this is a piece of plywood, and that's where my laptop is, and then that's my couch, and got some like insulation hanging out of the ceiling. But my feet hang off the couch, and Toronto's completely new to me. I haven't really been here before, don't really know anyone. New job, so I've been excited, nervous, stressed out. I actually haven't slept in 10 days. I go to sleep, and I just lay there for 8 hours straight, and I just toss and turn, and I'm trying to like fall asleep, but I just can't, and it's really annoying. But I'm making it work, and I actually looking for a potential roommate right now, so I can hopefully get a place by February, my own place, and have a little bed, have a little study area for myself. And another big sacrifice is I had a girlfriend of 4 years back in Kelowna, and I loved her. I love her very much. I love her dearly, and I'm hoping that we could somehow make it work in the future. But it's hard. So I had to let make sacrifices. I had to change my life. Had to change the things in my life so I could change my life, to improve it, to do what I need to do to make the best of everything. So what I want to talk about today is, a lot of you were asking, is how I got this job. How am I progressing so quickly? How did I land such a good job with only 2 years of experience? Because apparently this is kind of unheard of. So I would like to thank my company and the recruiter who helped me, Dawn. Thank you so much, because couldn't have done this without you, and I'm very excited to be here. I worked very hard, as you can see from my previous videos, to get here, and I hope that I can be a motivation for the rest of you to also study as hard as you can, work as hard as you can, make sacrifices, and hustle to get where I am. So now I'm going to get into how I got the job. So this is something that I figured out that I haven't seen in other videos. I haven't seen other people talk about this. Is don't stop applying to jobs. Do not apply on Indeed. Forget about Glassdoor. Forget about LinkedIn. Forget about Dice.com. Forget about all the places, because the truth is, a recruiter gets paid to land you a job. But if you've already applied to the job posting, or if you've already gone on the company website and applied, and if a recruiter reaches out to you about that job and you already applied, then the recruiter forgets about you, because now the recruiter doesn't get paid to get you that job, because the company already technically has your resume, so they don't need the recruiter for that. And of course the company probably won't contact you anyways, because the company has recruiters who finds them people. So if you just start applying to jobs and the company's not looking for your resume, he's looking for who the recruiter brings in. So you could actually really hurt your chances and your opportunities to get a job if you're just applying to random jobs. So I never apply to jobs until I actually get physical or written confirmation from a hiring manager or from a recruiter saying, hey Adam, go ahead and apply this job so we can get to the next step. Only then I apply. And you can use Glassdoor. So here's a big technique that I do. Go on Glassdoor and look at job postings. When you find the job posting you like, look up the company, go on LinkedIn and look up the company on LinkedIn, go under the employees, find the technical managers or the technical recruiters, and add them and message them and just introduce yourself like, hello, my name is Adam. I am a CCNA certified network and systems professional. I've been in the year for 2 years. I have experience with VMware, Veeam, Windows servers, Cisco routing and switching, with the 2960 Catalyst, or just a quick introduction. I think there's only like a 500 letter limit on your first message on LinkedIn. So just make the best of your real estate, mess around with how you're wording things, but always reach out to as many recruiters, as many hiring managers as possible, and ask them if they're hiring. Ask them if you can help them. Ask them, go and like their posts, go and comment on people's posts, go and share their posts, become a part of the community. Start making YouTube videos and start tagging them, start writing articles online, start become a part of the community so that other people can share your content, other people can like your stuff. You kind of start showing up more. Recruiters like to see that. They like to see the engagement. This is all, it's a full-time job just to do this. So you work 40 hours a week, you get home, you work another 40 hours, but you're working for free. You're not making any money off of it. So it's hard, and it's hard to push yourself, but if you really want it, that's how you get through it. And another note, I'm going to drop my LinkedIn below in the description. And I have a lot of connections in Toronto, in Calgary, and Kelowna, because when I was going through all these processes, let's say I added and messaged 500 recruiters and hiring managers, okay? So out of the 500, let's say 200 of them actually replied to me. The other 300 ignored me or were either too busy. So, maybe they're not ignoring you they're not saying like, oh, he's not good enough, but more than likely they're just too busy and they just don't get around to it. So don't have hard feelings for recruiters who don't reply to you. Like, if anything, you can even follow up with them if you want, but yeah, it's good to keep that habit to not have hard feelings against people like that. So important thing to keep in mind. And where was I going with this? So out of the 500, 200 replied. Okay, so out of the 200, I've had really deep conversations with about 100 of them. Out of the 100, maybe 80 of them got me a lot of interviews with other companies, got me connected with more people. Out of the 80, maybe 50 of them, we actually kind of became friends, like talking a lot more, talking week to week, going through interviews. And about 30 of them, we actually go out for beers together. We just go out and talk, and it's awesome because these are like very high level successful people, and I'm very excited about meeting them. I'm excited to make those connections, and they're just great successful people who are a lot higher than I am in the marketplace, that's for sure. But the fact that I'm able to make friends with those people, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't message 500 people on LinkedIn. And a lot of people say maybe you messaged too many people, so maybe if you message less people, then you could have got more connections. And that could be true. Maybe I could have gone that route, and maybe I could have taken a bit more time to write my introduction messages to each and every person. But I feel like I tried to do my best, and in the end, I did get my job. I did get the salary I was after, the position I was after. Did get my next step. Did get the city I wanted the job in, as Toronto has way more opportunities for tech than back west in Canada. So this is where I wanted to be. This is where I want to grow my skills, get more experience with cloud computing. So I am going after those cloud certificates in the future with Terraform, Azure, or Amazon, with Docker, Kubernetes, that kind of thing. I have to learn how to code. So I'm starting Python labs, writing articles about Python, doing videos, getting familiar with Visual Studio Code, and you know, it's gonna be stressful and exciting, and I have a lot more studying to do. I have a lot more self work to work on myself, and you know, I hope that in the future, pretty soon, I can come up with a follow-up video on how I'm doing. But at the moment, I might not be releasing videos for a little while because it is a bit difficult to think and talk and breathe in this little basement. But you know, I'm working through it. It's a work in progress, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.